Oh, I can't play the song I was just playing. It cuts off when I'm trying to do a recording. That's all right. Hey, it's Janelle. Let's get real, feel, and deal. Do you have hope today? I hope you have hope today. My hope is that your hope is in the Lord Jesus Christ and Him alone. He will come and save you. He already has. He already has given His life for you. Oh, now we give our lives in return. Ooh, we make Him Lord. Come on. Oh, I am out here on my track in my park. I say my just because it's right behind my house. I don't own it. But I feel like it's a part of me. I've been here 25 years now. So I just really appreciate it. But hey, listen, I was just thinking this morning about if we are trying to be still. Now, I don't mean like not move. I mean have that stillness, that peace, that calmness within us. And man, something comes and just takes us right off our feet. And not like sweeping you off your feet like, you falling in love, which that's really not a thing either. You don't fall in love, you grow in love. But I pictured my daddy. My daddy was strong. When he was younger, he was a bodybuilder. He was Mr. Pennsylvania in 1964 and 1965. I looked up to him. His muscle mass was strength to me. When he would hold me, I felt safe. I felt comforted. He represented strength to me in the physical sense. In the spiritual sense as well, he was a mighty man of faith. He would encourage and exhort people to walk by faith and not by sight. And I'm thankful for that. But I remember watching my daddy on the beach. He wasn't much of a beach person. I'm really not so much either. Sand, seagulls, sea rats, no thank you. I love the ocean, the view, the scenery. I love staring out at the ocean and thinking about what's all under there. It's amazing to think about what lies beneath. I think that's a movie, and I don't think it's a good thing. I don't know. But when I had started my Facebook page, which I don't really tend to anymore, I just put my videos on there, Going Deeper in God. It was the waves, crashing over me, the billows crashing over me, and going deeper, Deep is a place that we're just not familiar with. Deep is unknown. I've never gone into the deep part of the ocean. I've never been diving. I've been scuba, but I've never been like diving I've been snorkeling. I haven't been scuba. So I never had the tanks on and anything like that. Or like swimming like that cage with the sharks that people do. Oh my goodness. But my daddy at the beach, remind you, this man was a picture of strength to me. And I watched him. He always loved to stand there and brace himself when the waves were coming in. And he'd get excited when those large waves were coming at him. And he just put his shoulder into it, and that wave would just break around him. And he just, he was a force to be reckoned with. And I love to see that. But I remember one time, I don't remember how old I was. I must have been close to teenage or maybe even teenage years. And my daddy hadn't become frail yet. He was still strong. He still had his muscle mass. And there was, I don't know if he just looked away and wasn't paying attention or how exactly it happened, but he was taken off his feet and he went under the water. Now he could swim, so he was able to come back up. But here's a man who was standing, and this wave just came and knocked him out. And I didn't think about it at the time, but I'm just thinking about it now. You know, we can think that we are so strong and we got it all together and I got this, man, I'm plowing through this and I'm breaking this wave and I'm a force to be reckoned with. And man, we better be careful because the bigger they are, the harder they fall, right? And I watched my daddy fall. And then I watched him fall in his life as well, unfortunately, in different areas. I'm not going to go into that. I know he's in heaven with Jesus. But at the same time, I saw him fall and never really get back up. And I don't know, maybe that's you today. Have you fallen? I'm not even talking about like falling away from God. Maybe that's your case. I don't know. But maybe you've fallen and you just need to remember where your strength comes from. And it's not you. It's not me. My strength is not in myself. And good morning. And I just think we need to be reminded of that. And like I said, I was picturing my daddy. And I always thought of him as a representation of Samson. He didn't have long hair. But he did, deception did come into his life. In the form of women, but not my mother, but in the form of women and also in the form of just life, voices, basically, that were lying. But man, if you've fallen, just get back up. Get back up. If you started to do something and it didn't work out, let me tell you, I've had that happen. Just get back up. Just get back up. Get in front of that wave again. I'll tell you, because my daddy did get back up. He did go back out into that ocean. It didn't stop him from going back out. Have you seen other people fall? Have you seen other people not, as we would consider, succeed in maybe what they were hoping to achieve? God's idea and version of success is not ours. He doesn't look at success the same way that we do. So just get back up. Those waves, even if we turn away from them and we start walking away from those waves, well, I don't know if you've been in the ocean, but I have. And even if you're walking away from that adversity, from that thing that is coming after you, coming against you, we still need to be aware. There are some things right now. I told a friend of mine, I said, my mentality right now, as far as what's going on in this world, because my focus, I'm trying to be kingdom focused. That means I'm focused on God's will, God's purpose for myself, for my family, for my community, for this nation, for this world, for souls. And so my mentality is, I told my friend, let it be until it comes to me. And the thing about those waves is, if we're not paying attention, they could still take us out. Because we may not be facing it, but it's still coming. So we may not be advancing toward the enemy. And there are some of us that we want to just go headlong. We just want to go, and we want to crush that wave, and we just want to keep going and keep going. Fight the good fight. Fight the good fight. You fall down, you get back up. That wave takes you out, get back up. But regardless, if that wave is still, you're still in the ocean. You're still there. Right now I'm walking on a softball field. I'd actually started a softball team for the community 4 years ago. And I think we did it for 2 years in a row. Just to want to like bring people out, and everybody was shut at home and scared to come out of their houses and scared to be around each other. I was like, nah, let's get together and let's do something active. Let's not binge watch Netflix and order Grubhub. Let's get out. So some people came, and here's the softball field. Though, if I'm standing here with my back, now I have my phone so I can see, right? I can see what's behind me. I could see what's coming at me, kind of. Let me tell you what, depending on who's hitting there, those balls could be coming fast and hard. And I could not only get knocked off my feet, I could get hurt even worse. So let's be paying attention. Let's be aware. Adversity is going to come in many different ways, in many different aspects of our lives. Let's not get ahead of ourselves and just keep breaking those waves and thinking, I got this and I got this. Let me break that wave. Because pride comes before a fall. So let's just be careful. But don't let that fall keep you down. The Bible says a righteous man falls 7 times, but he gets back up. And I'm sure there's many of us that have fallen many times. And again, I'm not talking about falling away from God. I mean, maybe it's just something you set out to do to improve yourself or improve your family, improve your life. And man, just adversity just came and came and came and came and came. I have been there. I'm still there. But God. The hope. Oh, and if you're in my area, do a little promo shout out here to Terry Durstein and Linda. Are having this sweatshirt of hope. I think they're calling it Hope and Music Fest 24 over on County Line Road on Saturday, September 21st and Sunday, September 22nd. Come on out. It's a great event for the community. I volunteered last year. It was a blessing to be a part of it. Again, we need these things to bring our communities together and to just show the love of Jesus to people. Without even necessarily having to preach the gospel. Come on, guys. Jesus led by his compassion. He led by love. Let's get this. So if you can come out, there's a lot of different organizations that'll be there that are to help with recovery, addictions. There's going to be a recovery walk beforehand to raise awareness for different types of addictions that people are caught up in, are struggling with. But yeah, that's what I wanted to share today. Is even if you're being still, even if you're trying to just mind your own business, be aware. And if you are aware and you're advancing, be careful that you remember who it is you're advancing for. Why? I think our whys in life will always help us. Why are we doing things? And that those waves coming at you could take you out, could knock you off. But get back up. And if you're walking away, pay attention. Pay attention. Be aware of your surroundings. They teach that in self-defense. Be aware of your surroundings. My husband, being military, is always aware of his surroundings. Always likes to sit in a restaurant with his back so that he can see the door. So there's no one able to come up behind him. So just be aware. If you've fallen, get back up. I'm getting back up. I'm getting back up. I shared in my other video last week. I was able to run this track, and that was my goal for even longer than 4 years, actually. Marcy, a great mentor of my life, really was an inspiration to me to get out and take care of me so I can take care of my family, which I started to do. And this track 4 years ago really started helping me to do that. I was working with her before that, and then things changed. But last week I shared in that other video that I had encouragement from people I didn't even know, and now I'm connected with the one lady, and God's just doing something there, which is awesome. So good stuff. How mighty are his ways? How high are his ways? He's always working, and we're not always knowing. We're not always knowing, but keep going. Even if you don't know, we gotta go. Speaking of gotta go, I gotta go. So have a blessed day. I hope you're encouraged to know that even if adversity comes, you've got a strength within you that has already overcome. And that's Jesus Christ. Have a blessed day. If you don't know him, hit me up. I'd like to introduce you to him.